Welcome to all of the devotees, welcome to all of the sincere seekers. It's me, Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan, here to serve. And here to serve in what way? We can serve what has been prepared for us, what's been given to us from above, and then we can serve that. We can introduce our wonderful masters, we can introduce those who are supplying the necessities of life. And what are the necessities of life? They are love, joy, sweetness, eternity, an eternal living life. This is what's been given by our great masters who have a reservoir of such ingredients, of such joy to distribute. So we are here to serve. As we distribute prasadam, we are here to distribute some drops of that reservoir of joy. So first of all, our master, Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Rockok, Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Sundar, Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and Om Vishnupad, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All bringing us our grand master, our grandfather master, and the grand inaugurator in actual terms, in practical terms, if you like, of the worldwide Krishna consciousness of Krishna, consciousness of God in his original aspect. Who is God? What does he do? Where does he live? Our grand master, Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. So great jais to them all glories to them all. And here we are, we're reading today a few words, and these words are from Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and a reminder of that nectarian reservoir, that nectarian land where everything is nectar. As Brahma Samhita, verse 56 in Brahma Samhita says, where every step is a dance, every word, every speech is a song, where sunlight and moonlight are divine ecstasy, and where the water is nectar. So many qualities of the land of Vrindavan, the land of the Lord in his highest aspect, beyond majesty, and in the realm of love, sweetness and charm. So, a reminder for us about the goal of our life, the ambition of our heart, the place where our heart has its eternal home, where we are alive and living in the awake, conscious world of love, beauty, sweetness and charm, not neglecting, but rather putting at the very center the personality of sweetness, beauty and charm, Sri Krishna, reality, the beautiful. So a few words describing that beautiful land of the Lord and the Lord himself. So Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, who spoke this. So about Goloka Vrindavan, about Vrindavan, the play of Krishna is going on there like waves in the ocean. Full happiness and full joyfulness are present. It is full of divine love, ecstasy and nectar. In the Leela, the pastimes of Krishna, those waves are always playing. So this is a big reminder of our home of the heart, we can say. Srila Gurudev continuing. Krishna lives with such loving souls who always try to serve him in every way with their full energy. The Krishna conception is full-fledged theism, and there they are using their full energy in serving him. They are always playing with Krishna within the four types of rasas, of relationships, mellows, moods of relationships. So Gurudev explaining, somebody feels, I am the servant of the servants, of the servant of Krishna. Someone else feels, Krishna is my friend. Krishna and myself, we are equals. We shall play together in the playing ground. Such a person will join with others to take Krishna out from his house and go to a grass field or within a cave. They have the form of cowherd boys and they play with Krishna in many ways. Others think, Krishna is my son, and they show much affection in the mood of Vatsalya Rasa, parental affection. And others are in the supreme rasa, Madhura Rasa, the ecstatic divine relationship of consorthood and paramour love. Krishna is not born from the womb of other ladies, but each of them are thinking, Krishna is my son. And then a remarkable statement coming up, Gurudev saying, even the cows are thinking, Krishna is my son. In Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the ripened fruit of all the Vedic knowledge given by Veda Vyas himself as such. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see that all the rasas are playing in a very ecstatic and joyful way in Vrindavan. Divine love is always playing there. And then a very short quote from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Tri jagan manasakashi murali kala kujitaha asammanodva rupa shri vismapita characharaha. And so just a little more reading. Krishna plays his flute. So Gurudev is quoting that verse and then sort of explaining it in his way. Krishna plays his flute and everybody keeps contacted through that sound. When Krishna plays his flute, Mother Jashoda and other ladies with maternal feelings towards Krishna think, Krishna is hungry, he wants to take some food and nourishment. And the cowherd boyfriends of Krishna think, oh, Krishna wants to play with us, now we shall go. Krishna is playing his flute and calling us. In this way, the flute always keeps connection with the whole of that environment. Then Srila Gurudev saying, if suddenly the sound of his flute overflows from that plane and goes everywhere, then everyone becomes puzzled, like Brahma. He thinks, and Brahma is the original creator, the firstborn in the universe and the creator of all the planets, stars, everything. So everyone becomes puzzled if that sound overflows. Like Brahma, he thinks, this is not my sound. I am the creator of the whole universe, but this is not my sound. Where has this sound come from? And Anantadev has the form of a snake, and on his head the planets are present. Just accept it, it is given in the scripture. It is described that this entire universe is upon his head. But when that huge Anantadev heard the overflowing of that divine sound, he also was puzzled. The whole universe becomes puzzled to try to understand from where this sound is coming, and not just ourselves, and not just our universe, but all the universes. That sound sometimes comes to other universes also, just like lightning which sometimes flashes through the sky, illuminating it for a moment. Hare Krishna. But Krishna is just playing. Krishna doesn't know, and he has no time to know who he is. He is always intoxicated with the devotee's love. And in a loving way, he always plays in Brajadham, Vrindavan. That is his position. Hare Krishna. Am I allowed to read a little more? Okay, I'm going to read a little more. Srila Gurudev Srila Govinda Maharaj then quotes, Atulya Madhura Prema Mandita Priya Mandalaha. And Gurudev saying, his transcendental land is such That service is always going on there, and we are connected in that line. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, gives a very nice example of how we are connected with that world. Our connection is through the telescopic system. We cannot see how many stars are present in the sky. We cannot see them either in the daytime or the nighttime. But through a telescope, we can see many stars and planets. And a powerful telescope can show us even more. And transcendental knowledge comes down through the telescopic system of the Guru Parampara. Actually, that plane is our home, and we have shelter there. But only through service and hankering can we enter. Through the mood of hankering and the mood of service, we can go to that plane. And that plane is transcendental and infinite. And of course, there is more to read. But this is a big reminder, and we need constant reminders. A reminder of our proper home, a reminder of why we've come to inquire after consciousness, waking up our consciousness, searching for the eternal place where our consciousness can live without disease, famine, war, old age, death, birth, death, the cycle which goes on here according to karma for those who deny the Lord. Sooner or later we have to wake up and understand that everything that's discovered, every amazing thing, of which the tiniest thing is amazing, the atom is amazing, and the whole universe, the biggest thing that we have any experience of in this world, the universe is also amazing. Huge planets floating in the sky, huge planets influencing each other, not only with gravity, but those who study astrology, they also influence each other with various pressure of different moods, different environments of consciousness. Everything is running so amazingly on a big scale and on a tiny scale. And where is the origin of this? Who is the origin of that? Who is the one who is making everything in such a way? And beyond that, we find that the Supreme Creator, the cause of all causes, He's living the ideal life. That ideal life of love, sweetness, beauty and charm in the ideal land where everyone is harmoniously acknowledging that He is the one who should be made happy. The Lord is the center, not ourselves, our tiny individual little selves that we can't even see from an aeroplane. You look out of an aeroplane window, you can't see individual people. You can see cars, but we are so tiny, like molecules, and we are thinking that He must be our servitor. But loving service to the loving Lord in the loving land of Vrindavan, this is the apex of the teachings of the Vedas, the teachings of Veda Vyas, apex of the realizations of the great yogis, those who are realized, who understand we're not the body, and understand that our life is spiritual, it is conscious, it is going on forever, with or without our bodies, we're still alive. And those who have made their lives like speciality to come to search for reality, then those in this line, especially coming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from Gauranga Dev in recent times, then those in the line of Gauranga Mahaprabhu have a quick and easy access, relatively easy, relatively quick access to make our life's journey actually successful, that by the grace of the residents of that land, by the change of our heart to ask for their grace, to pray for their grace, that we may be allowed entrance there, but we can only enter as loving servitors. And we have the connection with that plane through this telescopic system that Srila Guru Maharaj gives an analogy to. Sorry, Srila Govinda Maharaj here, but Srila Guru Maharaj, he's explaining that Srila Sridhar Maharaj gives the analogy that like a telescope, you have many lenses, one after the other. And by those lenses, which apparently are between us and what we want to see, they draw what we want to see nearer. And so this telescopic system, as an analogy, this telescopic system of the parampara is our very good fortune to connect with those distant things. And that connection will be not with the eye, but with the serving heart mood. This way, everything will become revealed truth and not a theoretical truth. So, we have a very beautiful reading today. The excerpt is very beautiful, and that excerpt is reminding us that our home is the land of love and beauty. We do have a place there by the grace of those residents. And now we have the opportunity to make that grace into reality by changing our own, by being conscious, to try to change our own consciousness, to fit in what they have given as the way to make ourselves fit for entrance there. So we will chant the holy names of the Lord constantly, and we will follow the directive of Mahaprabhu to be humble, tolerant, give honor to others, and not want honor for ourselves. And this way, in a summary, we are going to give ourselves a very big opportunity to make this human life successful, not to waste it in so many external matters which have no lasting value, but to keep our focus on the land of beauty, sweetness and charm, the land which is indicated throughout the whole of the scripture, and which is aspired for by every living entity. Every living entity is searching for inner satisfaction being sweetness, beauty and charm, and eternity. So let us constantly, daily hear about the goal of our life, how to achieve it, and let us try and pray to the Lord that we can keep constantly the association of similar-minded, sincere seekers, similar-minded seekers, so that we may become sincere in our search too. Jai, wonderful Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, the speaker, the author of the excerpt we read today. Wonderful Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, and our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga. And to all of the Vaishnavas listening and who will listen, we appreciate all of you and offer our humble obeisances. Vancha Kaupatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.